Hello folks and welcome back to Max Thrust RC, where today we are going to be assembling the FMS Pilatus PC-21. Let's get involved. So yes, the build of the FMS Pilatus PC-21. And what am I going to be using for this marathon task? Well, I'm going to be using the trusty flight manual, or instructions as they're more commonly known. My very trusty little box of tools, screwdrivers, etc., all in here, which was a fantastic gift I got from a magazine, believe it or not. And of course, no build will be complete without some world famous Uhu Paw. So, through the magic of video editing, I'm sure I'll make myself look mildly competent, maybe, but hell, let's find out. So, here we go. The manual is now open. It starts with the specifications table, and then basically making sure that you've got everything that they say you should have right there. You then turn the page. This is a very in-depth build tutorial here. We then get to the first section of the build. Let's show you this here, and it is the horizontal tail installation. So what I think they call it. Yes, they have. So let's try do that then. Right, so let's get on with it. It says, slide the horizontal tail into the slot in the rear of the fuselage. Ensure the control horn is face. It's face. Okay, well, I guess that means the control horn that's installed here has to be on this side, because obviously that's where the servo is, and you'd struggle otherwise. So let's attempt this. Right. Popping the spar here into the fin. That feels about right. And then I guess that goes through here. It's slightly stiff. Yeah, I said that. Right, let's try and get this through. Okay, so little note, it is quite stiff, so it's best to put the spar through separately and then put the horizontal fins on after that. So now this should work. So, got this one on this side, which is no good because you can't see it, but let's attempt that anyway. And we'll stick this in here. Looks like it's gone well. Then I'll try do this one on camera for you. Never the easiest thing. So the control horn is face. We just want to confirm that the control horn is indeed face. Now that one's slipped on nice and easily. That would be the remote control going flying. It's all going spectacularly well at the moment. Right, so then we'll pop this in here. And that should just about do that. So there we go. That is the assembly there with the control horn underneath and the servo on that side, and as I say, the other side there isn't anything. So on to the next phase. So the intrepid build continues. The next thing is to screw in the horizontal stabilizer just in there. It says secure the horizontal tail in place using the included screw PA 2.6 by 10. Use caution to avoid over tightening the screw. If you are wondering what a PA 2.6 by 10 looks like, you probably can't see it, but that's it right there. It's the smaller of the screws that's included in the pack. So, oh, and I'm also using a crosshead profile number 1 screwdriver for anybody who might be interested in that. So I will use that to insert into the end of this and then screw in the horizontal tail plane. Let's do it. Alright. And where is this going to work? So there we are, much screwing later, my PA 2.6 by 10 screws have been installed. Now step 3 talks about using the radio to centre the horn, etc, and attach the clevis. I have got a servo tester which I could do that with now, but I'd rather just do it with the radio. So I'm going to skip that for now, and I'll do that when I'm setting up all the radio gear. So if we turn the page, we get to step number 4, which is install the wing. And that is done in a number of different sections. Section A is remove the canopy hatch. Now, some of you may or may not know, it does look as if FMS are very much going this way now, but there's a little sort of flicky switch on the top here. So you pull that back, and then that releases the canopy. So sort of going away from the magnetic side of things now, and that releases, you can see on the underside there, and in the canopy itself, a little bit of wood on the bottom there to install the pilot. It's even got a little, you won't be able to see this, but it's got a very tiny small little vent hole, so in the nice warm sunny weather it'll stop the blistering from happening, so let the heat escape. So nice job. So just because I haven't had a chance to show you yet, I thought now the canopy's off, I would show you the inside of this bird. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of room in there. It all looks pretty damn nice. It's even got some Velcro included for your Velcro straps. And this particular version comes with a Dean's connector, which is quite useful because my battery is also Dean's, or T-type, whatever you want to call it these days. So, not to put too fine a point on it, the next step is to install the wing basically by putting the wires through the hole in the fuselage, which you can see just there, and then basically screwing it on. But what I thought I would show you is this assembly. Just see if I can keep it in the light here. Basically, all of your wires go into there, so there's not a huge mass of Y leads, etc, etc. It all just keeps it nice and tidy, and then your primary wires just coming off the unit there. Maybe you can see that a bit better from that angle. So right, let us now try and pop all these through and screw the wing on. Now, something I've just noticed is that the bolts that put the wing on, again, I'm sure you won't be able to pick that up, we've got an Allen key screw on the top of those. So I will go and find mine and then screw these bad boys on. So I have located an Allen key from my big stock, and of course, being an Allen key, his name is obviously Frank. So we're going to use Frank right now to screw in our bolts. So our next step is to glue on this little pitot probe here. There you go, you should be able to see that on there. And now to do that, I'm going to use the world famous Uhu paw. And basically, I was thinking I might just, get a reasonable glob on there and just sort of dip it in so it gets a bit of a coating, and then you stick it in here. There isn't a hole, you just have to sort of make one yourself. So let's have a go at that. Alright, so as you can see, using that method, literally just a little bit of glue and smearing it around the bottom half of the probe, I've managed to insert my probe into the front of the wing there. So that's worked out pretty well. It's already feeling fairly stiff. You know, you've got to love a stiff probe. It's looking good. It's looking good. So hopefully that will last and it won't snap off. But they do actually provide you with a spare one should your original stiff probe go missing. Excellent.
Oh, what is the probe for?
It's a pitot probe.
Oh, why is there not one on the other side?
Because it only needs one.
Oh. The pitot tube.
Mm-hmm. So, believe it or not, that's actually the main physical part of the build completed. The next steps are to install all the battery and radio gear, etc., which I'll do off camera. I'll leave obviously the prop off for now just for safety reasons. So yeah, I will get on with doing that and I'll show you when it's all finally finished and put together and in full working order. So, there we go, a completed FMS Pilatus PC-21 in all its glory. And I tell you what, I'm really impressed. It went together so easily, pretty much just 8 screws, all the control surfaces were set up spot on. As soon as I turned the transmitter on, they were all absolutely dead center, so didn't really require any fiddling. Not on the controls anyway. The only thing, and I've seen this on a few of the internet sites as well and I can confirm it's true, is you do have to use quite a bit of nose weight. I went for 45 grams and I've also positioned my 4S 4000, so quite a big battery for this plane, I will admit, quite far forward, as you can see from this picture here. That's giving me a 98mm CG. The manual recommends 90 to 95, however, realistically it looks like sort of high 80s to 112 is the envelope, so about 98mm, as I say, is where I am, and I'm hoping that should be absolutely fine. So yeah, I mean, not much else to say other than I'm really impressed. And of course, there will be a flight review coming up as well. So, if you don't want to miss that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up, as it does really make a difference. And I'll see you again next time on Max RC. Thank you.